If you're about to buy the Pixel 9 or the Pixel 10, stop. The new Pixel 11 series is out and Google has made some important upgrades this year that actually matter. The Pixel 11, the Pixel 11 Pro, the Pixel 11 Pro XL, and the Megapixel 11 Pro Fold is out. From the specs and all, Google revealed a lot of software features that are actually improving the way you use the Pixel phone. So if you stick around till the end, I'm going to show you what I think is the most important feature that they've released this year. Before we jump right in, my name is Olushino. So in this channel, I do easy to understand unfiltered tech reviews, app reviews, and everything in between. Now, as a small content creator that is unsponsored, these reviews are quite organic. I buy these devices myself, I review myself and all that. So if this is the kind of vibe, please subscribe and help us grow this channel. Thank you. Let's start with the base model, the Pixel 11. The Pixel 11 has some subtle changes in the camera bump. Google has redesigned it with a 40% thinner camera bump. This means that when you slap a case on it, like the Google Pixel official case, the phone is going to sit flat. There's a little bit of change in the design when you compare it with Pixel 10 or Pixel 9, but it's a welcome addition. It launches with an upgraded Google Tensor G6 processor, which is supposed to have up to 50% better AI performance. It has a much larger 48 megapixel sensor, so you can expect brighter images and brighter videos from the camera system on the Pixel 11. Now, the Pixel 11 starts at 256 gigabytes of storage this time, which is a bump up from the initial 128 gigabytes that you have on the base Pixel 10 series. All this translates to a little bit of price increase. For the base Pixel 11, you're looking at $899 USD as a starting price, $100 more than last year. But since you get a bump up in the base storage to 256 gigabytes, this might actually be worth it. Now, moving to the Pixel 11 Pro, this is the compact flagship that has even more improved camera this time, bigger sensors. Bigger sensors mean more light, and more light means better images and better photos and videos, right? So the Pixel 11 Pro Fold has an improved zoom this time, up to 120x of zoom this time compared to what you had with Pixel 10 that was just 100x of zoom. The display is now 3600 nits of brightness, which is an improvement over the 3300 that we had before. This might not translate to a very significant difference in day-to-day usage, but specifically under outdoor conditions, when you're under the sunlight, you will definitely notice that this is a much better display. To protect all that glory, they added a new anti-scratch coating on top of the Gorilla Glass Victus 2, so it has better scratch resistance and better protection on the display for the Pixel 11 series. Now, one thing I must add is for the colors, Google went bold. The base Pixel 11 is in two vibrant shades, the pistachio and the hibiscus, alongside two natural shades of colors like the frost and the obsidian. And for the Pixel Pro series, they also added, new colors. You have the canyon, the fog, the olive, and the all matte obsidian finish. So 4 for the Pixel and also 4 new colors for the Pixel 11 series. Pixel 11 Pro XL is essentially the same phone as the Pixel 11 Pro, except that it has a bigger screen, it has bigger batteries, and it has considerably faster charging speeds. The Google Pixel 11 Pro costs $1099 USD, while the Pro XL costs $1299 USD, so $200 more for that bump in size, noticeably on the screen, the charging speed, and the battery life. So let me know what you think. Are you getting the Pro X because it's actually bigger? Does size really matter to you? Let me know in the comments. So if you look at the lineup for the Pixel 11 series, it feels like not much has changed on the hardware side, but Google has found a way to elevate the experience of the user on the software side. And before we jump into that, let's look at the hardware for the highlight feature, right? So the highlight feature, in this case, the highlight indicator that Google has, it's a ring of light that provides you with some sort of visual feedback if things are happening on your phone. So you get a notification, you get a feedback on the LED light, or when Gemini is running in the background, you get a feedback on the LED light. I think it's a good feature. I think it's a welcome feature to be able to put your phone down and still be able to have some notifications in quotes, you know, because you can see. And this feature is also customizable. You can customize the color that is displayed on the back of the phone. So shout out to Google for that. Nice one, nice addition. This highlight indicator is however only available on the Pixel Pro and the Pro Fold series only. So it's not available on the base Pixel 11. Now, one thing to note for the Pixel 11 Pro series, the Pro 11 Pro and the 11 Pro XL has a downgrade in RAM. So the RAM this time starts at 212 gigabytes of RAM rather than 16 gigabytes of RAM that we had on the Pixel 10 series. And this is not exactly Google's fault. It's just because RAM is more expensive. So in order to keep things manageable in terms of cost, they decided to reduce the RAM. It shouldn't translate to a very significant difference in performance of the phone compared to last year. The phone is actually going to perform better than last year based on the upgrades in the Google Tensor G6 processor. But the RAM is lower, just something to note. It's not too much of a problem because even Samsung and other manufacturers still usually have 12 gigabytes of RAM on their flagship models. So this is good enough for most people. So going to the biggest and the greatest from Google, that's the Google Pixel Fold series. And the Pixel 11 Pro Fold is the best and the greatest this time. And it has a commanding starting price of $18.99 USD. Again, you know the drill by now, $100 more than what you have for last year's Pixel 10 Pro Fold. That's a mouthful. So now, what do you get? You get a thinner device, a lighter device with better hinge design. Pixel hinge is one of the best in the industry, but this is even improved this year. You also get a slightly bigger outer cover display at 6.5 inches compared to 6.4 that we had before. And this is largely because the bezels are thinner. The inner display is still the same size at 8 inches and everything else is largely the same with the other Pixel 11 series, meaning you get the same Google Tensor G6 upgraded processor with the AI features. You get better multitasking with the dual screens improvements that Google has given us this time. It feels like a marginal upgrade still, but it's a worthy upgrade this time. The only caveat this time with the Pixel 11 Pro Fold is that you also get a downgraded battery size because the phone is thinner, the battery is thinner. And it will be interesting to see how this impacts battery life day-to-day in day-to-day usage. Overall, I think the Pixel 11 Pro Fold is a solid upgrade over the Pixel 10. It's a good one. So the highlight feature for me personally is not the highlight indicator, pun intended. The highlight feature for me personally is the magic capture, which allows you to, with one shot, record the video and up to 400 frames per second of picture so that the AI on the phone then select the best frame while you're trying to capture your subject. So if you have fast moving subjects or you have people playing around and all that, you just press one button. As you're recording the video, you're also taking many shots at the same time. And then the AI on the phone can create and highlight the best images from that and select for you. I think that's beautiful. The features that we already know, that we're already used to, somehow Google finds a way to innovate on them and reimagine these features all over again. So being able to take so many pictures, so many frames, and then select the best frame for you automatically, simultaneously as you're recording video, I think is a brilliant feature. I don't know how many times you use that, but whenever you use it, I'm sure you'll be happy with your phone. And that's the beauty of Google Pixel. Now, the moment you've been waiting for, which one actually gives you the best value for money? So it works this way, right? I think if you want the Pixel Fold, without doubt, the Pixel 11 Fold is the best value for money out there. You don't really have a choice. The Pixel 11 is better than the Pixel 10. Now, if you can get the Pixel 10 Fold on discount on a promo, by all means, go for it. Now, if you're trying to select between the base, the Pro, and the Pro XL, I think the Pro has the best value for money outright because it has less compromise. It has the balance of everything. It's essentially the Pro XL in a smaller package. So it's good enough for the price. And with $200 extra, you get a lot more bang for buck compared to the base 11. Now, if you were trying to get a base Pixel 9, base Pixel 10, scrap that thought. Just go for the base Pixel 11. That's a much better phone than the Pixel 9 or the Pixel 10. Now, what do you think about this? Which one are you going for? Let me know in the comments, and please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share as usual. See you in the next one. My name remains Olushino, and this is Gadget Clavis. Thank you. Cheers.